From woke to broke, Gillette loses $8 billion since January after deciding to go politically correct and all social justice warrior. Aww. At the beginning of this year, Gillette decided to, commit, shall we say, business suicide by the very market that they depend on for their sales, their revenue, their profits, their livelihood. Men. They decided to just piss off the entire male population by launching assault ads on YouTube and Facebook, proving how woke they were. And they started an ad campaign against toxic masculinity. And the backlash was absolutely immediate. And it didn't just come from the ultra-conservative side of the aisle. It came from guys in general. Because anything that had to do with even the remotest of manhood was under this scrutiny that all men are sexist pigs that beat up the weaker, take advantage, and now only this little group of just in touch with their feelings, special men are pointing out how wrong that is. Like all dads, when they're barbecuing, encourage their sons to beat each other up. That all men are constantly putting the hit on women all the time, and that up until Gillette pointed it out, guys didn't say to another guy, hey, watch your mouth, watch your comments. Oh, don't talk to her like that, for crying out loud. Like we needed to be lectured to by Gillette on how to be men. Toxic masculinity. Men who take charge. We just can't have this anymore. The men who won World War II. The men who put other men on the moon. The men who go out and put their lives on the line every single day. So now Gillette has seen sort of the error of their ways. Their CEO said, after having to explain to, the business world about their $8 billion, that's billion with a B, $8 billion loss since launching this social justice campaign, that he doesn't regret waking the company up and waking up men, but it didn't quite pay out the dividends he was hoping for, so they're shifting their focus now, and they're only going to make commercials about heroic men. Men who are firefighters. I'm sure they won't do any police, because that would be too much like ICE, and we know how the liberal left feels about law enforcement. So, they'll do paramedics, they'll do firemen, they're doing sons and sons-in-laws who go to the nursing home and shave their elderly fathers and father-in-laws, And by the way, that's great stuff, but it's too little, too late. They have taken an $8 billion loss. I can tell you personally that as soon as the whole toxic masculinity thing came out, not only did I post about it, not only did I talk about it here, not only did I rant about it on my radio show, but I absolutely refused at that point going forward to buy anything Gillette. And Gillette is all I'd ever used. Threw it all out, went out and got me a Harvey razor. And it was relatively inexpensive. I think this thing was $8. Do you know what a Gillette razor costs? It was about $8. The refills for this thing are about 2/3 cheaper than the refills for Gillette. In fact, on my delicate skin, I even use shave butter. But for those of you that still do it the old-fashioned way, good old Barbasol, Barbasol decided in the wake of Gillette deciding to cut its own throat and commit, business branding suicide, they decided to start making, are you ready for this? Razors and razor blades. It's great, because to them, it's a no-brainer. We already make shaving cream. Why don't we build the thing that goes with the shaving cream? Ta-da! And then you have the Dollar Shave Club, whose membership just exploded as a result of what Gillette did. But We were all supposed to ooh and ah and be impressed because Hollyweird talked about endlessly how awesome it was that Gillette did what they did, and it exploded on social media and it went viral. And then they had to take it a step further. We had to get woke to the fact that now, well, transgendered individuals, girls who became boys and boys who used to be girls, they need to shave too.
Growing up, I was always trying to figure out what kind of man I wanted to become, and I'm still trying to figure out what kind of man that I want to become.
That's because you're not a man. You're a woman. You're the opposite of a man. That's not only your biological original makeup, it's your DNA, it's your chromosome makeup. You are a woman.
I always knew I was different. I didn't know that there was a term for the type of person that I was.
That term would be woman. You are a woman. What about this was not clear to you?
I'm glad I'm at the point where I'm able to shave.
Most women that have facial hair, they're not excited that they get to shave or need to shave or have to shave. They're not happy about it at all. In fact, there was a time in our nation's history when the only type of work that a female like that could procure for herself, well, she could go down to the carnival and the sideshow and become the bearded lady. But you're excited about it. Most women are not excited about hair. You got hippie women, feminist women, don't even bother to shave any of the hair on their body, legs, armpits, whatever. And then I guess about the only females that would be excited to be able to shave their faces would be, well, really rabid, dyke, feminist women. Ooh, did I really just say that? But, you're happy. And that's all that matters in this new day and age we live in. Isn't that right?
South, north, east,
Wait,
west.
what the?
Never in a hurry.
Nobody actually talks like this when they're teaching their son how to shave.
Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Shaving is about being confident. Oh, you're doing fine. You are doing fine.
I'm at the point in my manhood where I'm actually happy. It's not just myself transitioning, it's everybody around me transitioning.
So because you have problems and mental issues, the rest of us have to transition? We have to change to accommodate you? What marketing directors, what junior executives that are part of their whole, we got to be culturally relevant and in tune with the needs of millennials and where people are coming from, and that's how we need to market our product, and this is what we need to do. Have they been fired? Why does this CEO still have a job? Okay, so what you're saying is, hey, we want to be the product that individuals who have real problems, hey, we want to be their go-to source. You didn't think that other people were going to look at that and go, But again, it went viral, and the transgender community, they did tweets and they did posts on Facebook, and they've got endless YouTube videos talking about how awesome it was what Gillette did. But apparently, that didn't translate into sales. Apparently, they didn't run right out and start buying Gillette products. Now, I don't know if when they went after men in general with their whole toxic masculinity thing, if they thought women were just going to run out and start buying Gillette products, what would they really use them for? Okay, there are women left who still shave their legs. They have their own products for that. They have, female products for that. Why would they switch to something that is traditionally seen as, I hate to break it to you, dudes only? A man's product. It's for men. This would be like Burger King admitting that their products are inferior to McDonald's. Oh wait, they already do that in their TV commercials. Well, you know, you've seen the one where Burger King breaks into McDonald's headquarters to steal the recipe for the Egg McMuffin. Yeah, that was, you know, but he gets away on a bicycle. Burger King has chicken nuggets. Now, not chicken tenders, they got chicken nuggets. They got the BK, which is really the Big Mac. And what people do is they only go to Burger King if it's the only hamburger place at that part of town. I know that's what I do. We've got 3 McDonald's where I live. We have 2 Burger Kings, and depending on which part of town I'm in, but for the most part, I don't set out to go to Burger King. I do go to McDonald's on purpose. Yes, even with all my weight loss, I still have to have my Big Mac fix. That said, why would you attack your base? Men. But the videos went viral. They went viral. But apparently this virus didn't cause anyone to go out and actually buy their product. Which, there's a side lesson here. All the stuff that goes viral for the political left and all the anti-Trump hogwash doesn't mean it's going to turn into votes. Because see, their whole reality is they posted online, they tweeted, they liked, they shared. Now I gotta actually go down to the voting, but I ain't time for that. So that's why I'm not sweating polls, and I'm not honestly, Gillette, what were you thinking? Well, that's right, you weren't. You were emotionally reacting. Great business plan. And these are the people that want to run the country, and the business of America will be bankrupt. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and a big like. Thank you for sharing my videos to other platforms. I really do appreciate that. Our subscriptions are coming up. Let's keep it that way. Thank you if you're a new subscriber. Welcome. There's nothing like this anywhere else on YouTube. That is a guarantee. And by the way, make sure, please, you have smacked the bell for my next rant.